Hi guys, welcome to my channel Blu-ray Ben. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my foreign movie collection. It's been over a year since I've done this, so I'm sort of looking forward to doing it again and showing you guys new things that I've picked up. And I like doing these videos. Not a lot of people do them, showing off their foreign movie collections. I like to do them because I think there's so many foreign movies out there that people miss out on, and they're really, really good. And most of the time people don't like to watch them because they don't want to read subtitles. But as I live in Spain, I've seen a lot of films, and I used to watch them all with subtitles anyway, so I'm completely used to it. And that's enabled me to watch many foreign films, reading the subtitles and being able to enjoy them. And I've realised over the years that there's so many great movies, as I said, that are out there that people are missing out on. So I like doing these video sort of collections of the foreign films so that people can get a good idea of some really good movies, and maybe they'll check them out and they'll start getting more into foreign movies. I know recently, especially in America, they're sort of giving more importance to foreign films and foreign directors, so I think that's great. But there's still many, many movies out there that people haven't seen, and many, many more that I need to see. But hopefully this video will sort of motivate you to see a couple of them at least. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the ones, I'm going to do them by country. I have to say that there are a lot of movies for me that are foreign movies, like Australia is actually foreign movies for me, and American movies are even foreign movies because I'm from Britain. But I'm going to stick to the foreign movies that are not English spoken. It's easier to show off, and they also seem more foreign to me, even if they are, even if other countries bring out movies, but as they're in English, it doesn't sort of seem foreign to me. So yeah, so no Australian movies, no South African movies, no American movies, anything like that. Just foreign language movies. So the first ones I'm going to show are the ones that I've got a few of each from each country, or one or two. The first one is the only movie I got from Brazil, which is an amazing movie, City of God. This is actually new since my last video last year that I showed you. Everyone recommended it to me. In my last video people said you got to pick up City of God. Picked it up, watched it, absolutely loved it. Can't believe I'd never seen it before. Such a great movie. And if you haven't seen City of God, basically it's about a group of kids and how they grow up in the sort of slums in Brazil. Really, really good. So yeah, City of God. And then my only German movie. I thought I had more German movies, but I've only got one, and that's Downfall. And a great movie. It's about the downfall of Hitler and his last sort of days in his bunker. But obviously as it's German, it's told from the sort of German perspective. So it gives you sort of a little, not a twist, but a different viewpoint, because normally you watch them when they're British or American and they portray Hitler in a different way. I'm not saying that they say Hitler's good or anything, but it's good to see it from their side of things, and it's also a great movie, so definitely check out Downfall. Really, really good. And the actor who plays Hitler, whoa, really great performance. Okay, then I've got my Scandinavian movies. So the first one is Swedish, which is Let the Right One In. This has an American remake, which is called, I've got it, is it Let Me In or something like that? I can't remember, the title's changed a little bit. But this is a great movie. It's about vampires, but it's done sort of in a serious way. But it's like such a good thriller horror. So if you haven't seen this, definitely check it out. The ending scene is absolutely amazing. So that's the Swedish movie, Let the Right One In. The next one is Norwegian, my only Norwegian film, which is Troll Hunter. A lot of people have seen this. It's quite famous out there, with respect to foreign movies. It's about, a group of, I think they're students or something. They hear stories about trolls in the mountains, and they go out looking for them and find a guy who's actually a hunter, and he takes them into his life of hunting trolls. So it's a sort of sci-fi fantasy movie, but it's also got a bit of horror, and it's really well done. I think it's found footage. I can't remember if it's found footage or shaky cam. Anyway, really, really good movie. Definitely check it out. That's Troll Hunter. Okay, and then this is my only Danish movie. This is The Hunt. This stars Mads Mikkelsen, absolutely amazing actor, and he knocks it out of the park. It's about a man who's accused of, I'm not even going to tell you, because if I tell you it's going to ruin it. Definitely check it out. It's a thriller drama. It's really, really exciting, keeps you on the edge of your seat right to the end of the movie, and Mads Mikkelsen, I said, is absolutely amazing. I'm not going to say anything about it, I don't want to spoil it, but definitely check out this movie, The Hunt. Absolutely amazing. Okay, now when I got two Indonesian movies, and they're the sort of most common that people sort of have in their collections, at least in the movie community, and that's The Raid and The Raid 2. Martial arts movies, really well done. Fighting scenes are absolutely amazing, but there's also a good storyline behind them. And I enjoyed the first one, which is this one. and thought I'm going to check the second one out, but I didn't really expect many things, but I really, really enjoyed the second one as well. So yeah, that's Raid 1 and 2, Indonesian martial arts movies. Okay, we're going to go next to, let's go to my Korean movies. Okay, so my Korean movies. Also a new pickup since the last time I did one of these videos, which is Parasite, an amazing Korean movie that actually won an Oscar. So I wanted to pick this up because everyone had been raving about it. Picked it up, watched it, absolutely loved it. Actually watched it a second time the following weekend. Great movie. Then my wife wanted to watch it because I was raving about it. She watched it and I turned off what I was watching and went back and watched it a third time. So definitely check this out. Such a great film and definitely deserving of the Oscars. Okay, then I've got Train to Busan, which is also another one that's quite common in the movie community. It's a zombie movie, very fast paced, set obviously on a train. And even though you've got to read the subtitles, it's an enjoyable film. You can see what's happening, and it's one of these films that I recommend watching twice. First time you have to sort of work out who the characters are and what they sort of say when you're reading the subtitle, because it does go quite fast. But then you can watch it the second time and sort of just enjoy the movie for what it is. It's a really fast-paced zombie movie. So that's Train to Busan. They've also got a sequel that's come out recently, so I'm gonna have to pick that up. It hasn't got as good reviews as this one, but I will have to check it out. Okay, and then this is one of my favourite movies ever. This is I Saw the Devil, another Korean movie, and this is a revenge movie about a guy who someone did wrong to him, and he wants to get back to them and goes on a killing spree to get to the person he wants to get revenge on. Absolutely amazing movie. I've seen it twice. I need to check it out again. It's been a while. Very violent, very gory, but yeah, straight to the point, and definitely a good movie. So that's another Korean movie. Okay, French. I've got 3. The first one is the very famous Amélie. This is actually from my wife's collection, but I have seen it. I know it's really, really famous. I don't enjoy it as much as a lot of people, but it's still worth seeing, and one of those movies that you can sort of then join in a conversation when people start talking about foreign movies. They normally talk about this one, so at least watch it once so you'll be able to join in the conversation. But that's Amélie, not my favourite foreign movie, but still worth the watch. And then the next ones are sort of like a first part and a second part, which is Mesrine, okay, starring Vincent Cassel, and it's he's portraying a famous French sort of gangster, and it's in 2 parts, Public Enemy number 1 and number 2. Really, really good movie. Vincent Cassel is an amazing actor, as you all know, but he's in his element, he's talking his own language, and he just concentrates on the character. Absolutely amazing pair of movies. Definitely check out Mesrine. Not a lot of people talk about this. Really, really good. Okay, my Italian movies. I've got 3 of these. The first one is the famous Cinema Paradiso. An amazing movie, beautiful, beyond compare. If you love movies and cinema, you definitely got to check this out. It is slow at times, it is a bit long, but the story behind it is absolutely amazing, really beautiful, and as I said, for any movie lover, you got to check this out. Such a great movie. It's about a kid who grows up, you're sort of in a cinema, and I'm not going to tell you anything else because it'll spoil it, but it's a really, really nice story, and one that I will watch probably once a year for the rest of my life. That's Cinema Paradiso. And then I've got Ladri de Biciclette, which is The Bicycle Thieves. Really, really good movie. I've only seen it once. I got to rewatch it. Really, really enjoyed it. One of these old films. I can't remember exactly when it came out, but it did come out I don't know if it was in the 50s I think. But anyway, a really good movie, and it just shows sort of a different aspect of the Italian life back then, and how people had to make money, and how they, families and the children were brought up. Really beautiful movie. Definitely check it out. Really artistic. Some people find it a bit slow. I didn't. Loved it. Okay, and I made a mistake. Yeah, this is the Italian movie. Yeah, Life is Beautiful. As I saw the title in English, I thought it wasn't Italian. Yeah, it's Life is Beautiful, the famous movie about the Holocaust, and what happens to families when the Nazis were taking the Jews prisoner, things like this. And it's a really nice story about a father and his son who sort of get caught in the concentration camp together, and what the father does to protect his child from the horrors of the the Second World War, the Nazis, and obviously the Holocaust. Beautiful film, great soundtrack, well acted, and one that everyone should watch. A lot of people have seen this. Life is Beautiful, but yeah. Okay, next, Japanese. Okay, so this first one I actually picked up very recently, a couple of months ago, It was another one that people recommended on my last foreign movie collection video. They said check it out. Picked it up, absolutely loved it. Tokyo Story. This is another old film. I can't remember when it is. It's the 40s. Oh, I can't remember. Oh no, 1953. 1953. Black and white movie. Really, really beautiful about the way Japanese lifestyle and the way families are brought up in the countryside, in the city, and the relationship between children and their parents, and when the parents get old, which of the children want to look after their parents and things like that. Sort of things that happen in every family in every country in the world, really. But it's set obviously in Japan in the 50s. Beautiful film. Once again, a bit long, a bit slow, but really enjoyed the plot and what they were trying to sort of get you to sort of think about in the movie. So yeah, beautiful movie that you should definitely watch. It's Tokyo Story. Okay, Seven Samurai, another one that's really, really famous amongst the movie community. This is what The Magnificent Seven was set on. Great movie, very long, but I enjoyed it from start to finish. About seven people that are hired by a town to protect them from bandits, and they're seven samurai, and they have to fight off all these bandits. Yeah, great movie. Really good characterization. There's so many characters in here playing different roles, and they do it so well, and it all comes together for a beautiful film and a beautiful sort of war action movie as well. Great film. Okay, Battle Royale. This is the movies that the Hunger Games are based off. The movie that the Hunger Games are based off. Basically, it's the same as the Hunger Games. If you've seen that, it's just Japanese style. About I think it's a class of school students that are taken, and they have to sort of kill each other off, and the last one to survive is the winner. Don't really need to explain more than that is, but obviously it's Japanese, so it's a lot bloodier, a lot more gory, a lot more violent, and a bit strange in some parts, because there's a sort of touch of black comedy in the Japanese sort of horror genres always. But yeah, great film, and definitely better than the Hunger Games. So if you enjoy the Hunger Games, check this one out. If you don't mind reading subtitles, I think you'll love it. Okay, and this one I have to admit, I had seen it when I was young, parts of it, but I wanted to pick it up because it was on the Arrow video sale, but I haven't seen it yet from start to finish. So I'm gonna have to, it's one of these movies. I'm not gonna say exactly what it's about, but it's very, very gory. Maybe a bit too gory for me. So I really need a sort of day when I'm feeling up to it to watch this movie, because it kind of a bit sickening in parts. So yeah, that's Audition. Really good movie. As I said, I've seen parts of it when I was young, but I haven't seen it from start to finish. So I've really got to get around to checking it out. That's Audition. Okay, now Chinese. The first ones I'm going to show you are ones that I've raved about many times on my channel. So this is the Ip Man series. So I've got all 4 movies. So this is Ip Man, and then Ip Man 2, 3 and 4. Great martial arts franchise with Donnie Yen. And yeah, I've raved about this so many times on my channel. If you like martial arts, definitely check out these 4 movies. Basically, it's one of the martial arts genre, but it's got a really good story behind it, really good backstory. The plot's amazing, and you follow it all the way through all 4 films, and you really sort of feel for this guy and his family, and you go along with him for the ride. Yeah, great movies, all 4 of them. All 4 of them, right from the first one to the last one, I enjoyed all of them. There's not one that's sort of a lot weaker than the others, so definitely check out this movie franchise. Okay, my last 2 Chinese movies are Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which I don't really need to speak about much because I think everyone's seen this. Very, very famous Chinese movie about martial arts, and how beautiful martial arts is, and things like that. But yeah, I'm sure you've all seen that. So that's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and then the other one is very similar to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. It's Jet Li's Hero, once again, about warriors fighting Japanese sort of style, but sort of also with that touch of magic that they can sort of fly a bit, and it's like involving dance. But it's a beautiful movie, and yeah, definitely recommend this one. This also stars Donnie Yen, I think. Yeah, Donnie Yen's in this as well. So there you go. Okay, and last but not least, Spain. As you know, I live in Spain, so I've got a few Spanish movies because I'm lucky enough to be able to sort of experience them at the cinema or on the TV, and then the ones that I like I pick up. I'm going to go through them quickly because I have done a video showing my Spanish collection maybe 6 or 7 months ago, so I'll go through them quickly. The first one's Mientras Duermes, which I think is called Sleep Tight, the translation into English, and it's about a night porter in a building of apartment an apartment block building, sorry, and things he does to the tenants at night. Really, really good. Mare Dentro, which I think is called in English The Sea Inside, I'm not sure, but it stars Javier Bardem, you can see him there, and he's a paraplegic, and he's playing a famous Spanish man that was a paraplegic in real life, and his fight against euthanasia and things like that. But it's really, really good, and Javier Bardem, when he was a bit younger, knocked it out of the park, so definitely check that out. Okay, The Skin I Live In. This is an Antonio Banderas movie. Really, really good thriller, psychological thriller. I can't say anything about the movie because I'll ruin it. But yeah, you can see by the sort of image on the front and the title, it's something to do with changing your body and things like that. But yeah, definitely check it out. It's got a great twist ending as well, so really highly recommend that. Okay, next one is a comedy, which is Que se mueren los feos, which is Ugly People Should Die. I think the translation's more or less along that line. It's a great comedy about a guy who's really ugly, never gets a girlfriend, but eventually falls in love with another ugly woman. And sort of the town laugh at them a lot, but they sort of fight against that because they're in love. But it's really good comedy, and you'll have a blast watching this. Okay, El Laberinto del Fauno, which is Pan's Labyrinth in English. One of these films I don't need to talk about. Everyone's seen it. Absolutely amazing Guillermo del Toro movie. Fantasy, horror, thriller, all mixed in. Set in the Spanish Civil War. Absolutely amazing film. Definitely check that one out. Okay. Spanish horror, The Orphanage. Really, really good movie starring Belén Rueda, who's one of my favourite Spanish actresses. And it's about a family that moved into an old orphanage. She was actually there when she was younger. And then things start to happen in that orphanage. And there's a very, very, very good twist ending to this. So I'm not going to spoil it. Check that out. That's The Orphanage, the Spanish one. Okay, also Belén Rueda, Los Ojos de Julio, which is Julia's Eyes. It's another horror film about a woman who's slowly going blind and about a guy who's stalking her. Really, really good. They do things well with the camera, and the darkness in the rooms. You can actually see here the guy's behind him, and I don't know if you can make him out because he's like a shadow. And she sort of got to use all of her senses apart from her sight, of course. And it's also produced by Guillermo del Toro. Great, great movie. Some really good scenes in this, and also very scary. Okay, Celda 211, which is Cell 211. This is about a riot in a prison and a guy who's not actually meant to be in the prison at that time and gets caught up in it and has to pretend to be a prisoner. Really, really good movie, and one of these. There are not a lot of these movies out there on this style. I really enjoyed it. Very violent, but also very thrilling, and you feel bad for the guy who's stuck in there, what he has to do to prove to the other cellmates or inmates that he's not from the outside world. He's actually in the prison, so that they don't catch him and kill him. Great film. Okay, and the last movie I've got is called Planta Cuatro, which is The Fourth Floor, and this is actually a really sort of a bit of a heartbreaking movie. It's about kids who have got cancer, and what they do in the last years of their life before they either get cured or they die, and they sort of they're on the fourth floor of the hospital, and they sort of make it into their own sort of world, between them playing basketball and things they do together and meeting girls. And it's a really good movie, and definitely one you should give it a watch at least once. But yeah, it is very sad as well. So that's The Fourth Floor. Okay guys, that's it. All my foreign movies. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've seen them. Give me recommendations for other foreign movies that I don't have that I should definitely check out and pick up. And as always, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Take care guys.